I'm Rehawk, and today I wanted to talk about a post I had seen on r/speeda, in which the post said, "Movie Shadow cannot be this good." And the answer I had to the post is, you're right. Movie Shadow is in the top two best character in the game, second to Movie Super Shadow, of course. And some of you may be wondering, why is that, or saying it's because of the boost? But the answer is actually a little deeper than that. Anybody that has been playing this game for 1 to 2 years will know that there are four important stats in this game: speed, acceleration, ring boost, and attack resistance. To some new players slash pro players, and I will use this to refer to new player level 15 players, they may have not thought that these four stats are the most important in the game, or just haven't thought about it since the first time it was shown to them. And trust me, this has a huge role to do with why Movie Shadow is the second best character in Sonic Forces Speed Battle. First, I'll start by going over the stats. In game, speed is the fastest the character you're using can go. For example, Movie Shadow has 10 in speed, and that it's the maximum amount of speed any character can get. And acceleration is how fast your character can reach its top speed. For Movie Shadow, that is 9, which is really good. Now, ring boost in game, it says collecting rings to boost your top speed. Keyword being speed. On the wiki, on the Sonic Forces Speed Battle wiki, which you can go look up yourself, ring boost increases the maximum amount of speed a player can gain by collecting rings. And the higher your ring boost is, the faster you can go. Which I personally prefer this explanation better over the one in game. And you can think of ring boosts as kind of like the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe concept of 10 coins, except for Sonic vs. Speed Battle, we have 100 rings. Now, attack resistance is probably as it sounds. In game, it says it increases your resistance to attacks from other runners. We can think of it as the higher attack resistance is, the less effect attacks of other characters can have on your character. The higher the attack resistance is, the greater the reduction will be. The thing about attack resistance and ring boost is that these two stats are locked behind player level. And what I mean is, when you start the game, you have a player level of 1, and you need XP to upgrade your player level. And the only way to gain XP is by upgrading your character. This is a problem I'll touch in another video. I'll make a separate video for it. But for now, that's all you need to know about it. Getting back to topic, it's easier to upgrade characters now than it was earlier in it was than it was earlier during the periods of this game, because of the new ways to get more rings. But still, this is an issue. This is still an issue why a lot of new players but this is an issue that causes a lot of new players to use OP characters, which I'll touch on again in another video I have planned for this. But first, I wanted to give you an example of a scenario. Let's say at the beginning of a race, we all know that your character's starting rings affects the position your characters will start in. And if you, person A, I'll use the audience as person A. Person A, you only have a player level of 1. You're in a lobby with 3 other players who person B has player level of 5, person C has a player level of 10, and person C has a player level, person D has a player level of 12. And assuming you guys are all using Slugger Sonic, who has a stat of 10 speed, 5 acceleration, except for person D, who is using Movie Shadow, you are all using a level 1 character who has 20 starting rings, including person D. So person D has a player level 12 with a level 1 movie shadow with 20 starting rings. And the rest person B, C, and A, which A is the audience, all three of you has a Slugger Sonic level 1 with 20 starting rings, except you guys all have different player levels. Person B having 5 and person A having 1, while person C having 10. Now, you, you, the audience, person B and person C, will start behind person D because he gets more top speed for his ring. This is huge, which is really important. That means he can start in first during the initial part of the race, and he can block everyone else from getting rings early on, which would give him an advantage by getting the rings and blocking other players from getting rings and increasing their top speed. This would give him the ability to gain a huge lead early on and get 100 rings faster. And this would cause him to to either front run the whole race, which would leave you guys, which person D, who has a player level 12, would leave you guys behind, and this in turn would cause what I like to call the Sonic Forces speed battle effect, where one person leads the whole race, and the people in the back, for some reason, just cannot get it together and try to catch up and just start attacking each other instead. And this, again, I cannot stress this enough. Those two stats and the ring boost and attack resistance absolutely help out person D incredibly. It gives him the ability to catch up quickly and do what he wants because he has that ring boost, attack resistance, speed, and acceleration advantage, which are very, very important in this game. But you might be thinking, what about the strength stat? That's important as well, but the truth is, it's not at all. In the game, it says strength stat affects how much speed you lose when taking damage from other runners. But this isn't completely true. I remember reading that this is most likely applies to obstacle from the track and not players. And this is a post on the r slash speed battle subreddit. I think, if my memory serves me right, it was made by ASOS. And I'll be doing some testing on this in a future video as well. I might make it a short. We'll see. I'm still planning it out, but this is why pro players such as Sawyer Forces says that good speed, good speed stat, and a good boost is what makes a good character. But what my theory is that a good speed stat, good acceleration, plus good boost equals a great character, assuming you're already at player level 15, because that would mean you automatically get maximum attack resistance and boost. That's why you see a lot of people with movie shadow at high trophy counts use them because they probably have a movie shadow at level 12 plus, like me. After the events, of course, the movie events, and if that's why it's crucial to choose a character that has all three of those things I mentioned: a good acceleration, a good boost, and a good speed stat. And movie shadow is very versatile in that you can choose him to front run and bagging because of his boost. It allows him that versatility and that ability to catch up quickly. And I cannot stress this enough. Movie shadow is absolutely dangerous, having 10 and 9 in speed. And what I like to do is I would subtract 10 and 9, and what you get is 1. That's the, I'd call, drop off in how fast you can reach your top speed. So that'd be, I don't know what that would be. I'm thinking it's probably 0.1 second or half a second. but of course I'll make a video on that. And strength, it just really doesn't matter, because as soon as you already master the skills you need to learn, you'll pretty quickly understand that you can avoid basically every obstacle in the game pretty easily. Of course, this only applies to players who have been playing for a couple months and have gotten used to the mechanics of the game. And like I said, pro players, this is very easy for them to do. And if you're staying inside the lanes and tracks and everything, it's essentially absolutely important that those four stats are the stats you use for a good character. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you like this video. Bye. That's not the end of the video. But on a serious note though, those things are really important. And I really hope you guys are able to understand that. And I'll also make, like I said, I'll make a video testing these. I think, no, I'll make a short testing these, and then I'll make another video on how to play a perfect lane, and I'll talk a little more about what does staying in the inside lanes mean. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Again, if I just want to throw that out there, that if you want to be featured in a player review video, you can contact me on Discord, and I'll help you out with whatever. If it's just for casual, getting better, or it's for competitive and you want to make a push for world rankings or even globally. But that's about it. And please like and subscribe this video. It really does help me out. If you want, you don't, obviously, I'm not forcing you to do it if you want to help me out. But that's about it for this video. And I hope you enjoy and found this useful. But that's about it.